Hi everyone, it's Marcy Denning here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I want to welcome you to my Wednesday evening Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're watching the replay on Facebook, welcome. Thank you for watching. And if you are watching the replay on YouTube, thank you as well. I truly do appreciate you watching me on whichever platform it is that you choose. It is Wednesday, February 24th. Today is my niece Taylor's birthday. Happy birthday, Taylor. I don't know if she ever does check out my videos or not, but just in case, happy birthday, sweetie. I hope you've had a fabulous day. Hello, Jeannie, and hello, Sharon. How are you guys tonight? It was a beautiful sunny day here in southwestern Ontario. I started my morning by first dropping off Buffy. Danny and I went and dropped Miss Buffy off at the vet for her surgery, and then I met my sister Anne and my daughter-in-law Allie, and we did a lovely 3K walk. It was so nice to get out in the sunshine first thing in the morning. Hey, Anne. Yes, speaking of Anne, she taught me a new word today. You're never too old to learn new things, but snert. Snert is the new word of the day for me. I have never heard of it before. And you know what? My phone is telling me that Stampin' with Marcy is live. Watch her now. That's funny. Yeah, so snert. We are in the midst of snert right now. As the spring is on its way, we have snow and dirt. Snert. So you know that yucky brown stuff that starts to show when the pretty white flakes are done. And here in Ontario anyways, I don't know about anywhere else, the road crews put sand down. They dump so much sand for the slippery roads. Yes, and yeah, snert. I love it. So, yay, I remembered it. All right, so tonight we are going to be creating with some more Sale-A-Bration items, as we have 4 days left, guys. Just 4 more days for Sale-A-Bration. So I want to share a fun fold card with you tonight. Really so easy. You're going to be like, wow, I need to go make some of these. So let's flip you around and we shall get started. All right. And then I'll have to take a minute to make sure my iPad is all right, loaded up. Hopefully you did not see my messy desk there. I've been working away on some more samples, projects to share with you. 3 to 4 feet of snow, Sharon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can keep it. I am ready for the spring. All right, so how is my lighting here? Let me bring you up on my iPad. Come on. And see how we are. It's always a delay. So, where is my group? Share it to my Stampers group. My reach has gotten lower and lower. I don't know what is going on. Facebook is doing some really weird things. All right, am I turned down to the volume? Yes, okay, my light looks all right. Not too bad. Let me just adjust these a bit. Okay, so I do apologize for the glare. Jeannie, you're saying funny. Am I the only one that had never heard that term, snert? I can't be. I don't live under a rock, although sometimes I feel like it. But yeah, so anyhow, approaching perfection. This is a Sale-A-Bration item that is available with for free with a $60 purchase before tax and shipping, of course. And I am here in Canada. So these are Canadian prices that I'm talking about. Hello, Kay. It was 78 here today. Okay, that is Fahrenheit. We are Celsius. It was 7 degrees Celsius today. I was so excited. Jeannie has never heard of the word snert either. See, Anne? I'm not the only one. So, approaching perfection. This is a great sentiment stamp set for both the guys and gals in your life. So tonight's card is going to be more of a masculine card. And I've paired it with the paper blooms. And even though this is quite a bit of it is floral, the opposite side does have some more generic patterns. So there is a lot of floral in there, but what we are going to be using tonight is not the floral, and I'm going to remind you of a technique as well. So this is the card that we're going to be creating. I'm just looking to make sure. It's such a delay here on the Facebook feed. So yeah, okay, I can see now. All right, so this is a fun fold. This pattern here to me, almost like a chevron or a tire track. So you open it like this, and then you open it like this. So this is made with a the 12 by 12 designer series paper. So it is 12 inches by 5.5. However, to have this fold and tuck in neatly, I have taken a hair off so that it does fold nicely. And when I say a hair, I'm really talking like, look at this, guys. I saved this teeny tiny little piece. And let me bring my trimmer in. So you need to trim it off this side here, so that when it folds in, it's going to fold properly. And let me grab this. And these shorter marks here, that's a 1/16 of an inch. So if I was to hold this down flat, it is not even quite. There we go. I don't know if that's gonna, the camera, let me see if I can pick that up. We are not even a 1/16 of an inch there. So all I did for that is open that up. Like you can see, it is just a sliver. So I just took my designer series paper, and on my trimmer, the ditch or the well here, I slid this over just like that. So let me bring that up. So I just slid it over just like that. It's not quite all the way over to the edge of that dark gray of the trimmer well or ditch, whatever you want to call this groove where the blade slides in. So I just trimmed just that hair off so that way it would fold nicely. And this fold, I had seen a Australian demonstrator whose name is Elisa Tilsner. She was the one that I had seen her do this fun fold on her YouTube video. And this was her card here, similar to what she had shown. So this one here is again with that same paper, only I made it into a anniversary card. And here I just put the basic white on the inside, whereas this card here, I layered it up with the Night of Navy, the color that coordinates. And you have to be careful. See this, guys? When you score it, I ripped my paper because designer series paper is thinner, so you have to be very careful that you're not applying too much pressure when you are scoring. So this is scored at 4 inches and 8 inches. All right, so then, and this of course, this end here is the one that is gone and trimmed just that hair off so that it will fold inside nice, neat, and tidy like so. And I'm just, it's hard to get it lined up here when I'm reaching so far. I seem to have you guys, the camera, way over tonight. So all right, now to create this circle, we are going to bring in the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. It's way over here on my desk. And then what we are going to do, now this is a little persnickety because of the pattern. Now you don't have to be quite as, oh, hello, Marina. You are so welcome. I love to give tips to make sure you have a successful stamping experience. The more information I can share while I'm doing my videos, the better. Okay, so I am taking my, this is just one of the layering circles. There's my tape. And I have already cut my frame. So this is the largest of the stitched shape frames, circles, sorry. And then I have, because I wanted it to be a certain width, I have layered it with this size circle here to give me this nice frame. So this is the frame for my little see-through window, and then the next size down stitched circle is the one that I've got here. So what you have to do, turn it this way, is, now you may not be as persnickety as me. I want to make sure that I am fairly even. So I took my ruler and I am going to, before I lay it down and run it through, this is the little bit of, now I've taken some of my tack off, and I'm using my fingers. You could use your clothing. I just want to just gently, so that as I'm touching it to adjust it, it's not going to be jumping all over the place on me. So, because it's really hard to tell whether it's centered or not, right? I think this is a little further over, so I'm just going to put that right up against there. So that's 3/4 of an inch there. Put you up a little higher, and then this side here, okay, I can see that 3/4 of an inch is all the way over. So I know that I need to move you just slightly. And I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for close enough. So this is about 5/8, and that is about 5/8, give or take. And I think that, let's see, when I put that on there, I don't want to wreck it, so I'm just going to say if it's a little high, that's okay. So I'm then just going to press my tape down, and I've folded this under here like this to make sure that I'm not, you know, it's, this part here is not going to get cut. So then, hello Sue, hello Amy. Oh, you're doing this fun fold on Friday. It is a great fold and a great way to use 12 by 12 designer series paper. So I am very carefully lifting this up because I don't want to move that. All right, so cranking it through off camera. And back. There we go. So take a look at your different designer series papers to see what you've got as to what you can, and then you've got this lovely circle that you can use for something else. And then we're just going to very carefully. Now, I had told you guys before, I got this off of Amazon, my purple tape. Well, I went looking because a friend said she couldn't find it. I went looking, of course, I'm in Canada, so I'm looking at Amazon.ca. And I paid this, I've had this for a few years now. I paid like $13 for it. Well, I finally found it after scrolling and scrolling, and they wanted $48. And I was like, are you crazy? Like, seriously? Oh my. All right, so see, there we go. So that is our window. Now, I'm going to show you some fun techniques here that let's see here, make sure that we're going to use this piece here. All right, so I'm not using an ink pad. I am using my Stampin' Right markers. So this color here is my Seaside Spray. So this is one of the in colors that is retiring. This is my Night of Navy. And then my Daffodil Delight. So Daffodil Delight is from the Brights. Night of Navy is the neutrals. And of course, this is an in color. However, you can, with these here, instead of just buying the neutrals and then the brights, you can also, it's Many Marvelous markers. And I have that tagged in my blog post. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take that out of the way. Make sure I'm in camera view for you guys. I'm going to take my, just the side, and I'm very carefully going to color in the flame part with my daffodil. And then I'm going to come in, let's do the center ones first. No, let's do this one. All right, so then you've got to be careful because of the tight area, but this is the fun way to get your stamps with multiple colors. So I am doing every other with the Night of Navy is going to be that first color. And then, and I just chose my colors directly from the designer series paper. And you see I'm turning my stamp. All right. Now, with your Stampin' Right markers, I find you have to, I'm gonna bring in a piece here, load it up first. So I've got some ink sitting in there now. I just stamped it off. So then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to load it up again with my daffodil. And of course, I'm using the side of that brush tip. All right. This is the piddliest part. And there's a hair right there. Okay, I think I got it. but it is so worth it, I think, to get that different look so that it's not all the same color. Being careful not to get up into the flame wick part of the candle. And then this side here. Okay, so I'm going to take my circle here, make sure I'm in camera view. I'm going to breathe on that to moisten that up, and then I'm going to stamp this right in the center. I really, really wanted to add bling to this, but I fought the urge because this is a masculine card. Okay, so now, because my outside candles are the Night of Navy, if I was to continue on, I would have two Night of Navy beside each other, and I don't want that. So I am just cleaning off my stamp, and we're going to do it again, but we're going to go opposite. So we are going to color this in. All right, and then our outside, I'm going to do that first so that I don't get mixed up and do the wrong way. So we're going Seaside Spray. I am going to miss this color. This is such a pretty blue. And I just always put the lid on my markers. Even though I'm going back and forth, it's just a habit I have, and I think it's a good habit to have. That way you're not going to get them dried out. You're not going to accidentally stick your hand in it. It's not going to touch anything and get ink on anything that it's not supposed to. Okay, so now we're going to breathe on it, stamp off so that that color is loaded up on there. We used to do this all the time. When I first started stamping, I was introduced to Stampin' Up! Way back when they first came to Canada in 2002. And this is one of the first techniques that I learned, besides heat embossing, was doing this so that you could have all kinds of colors on your stamps. I haven't done this in quite a while, but I thought this candle stamp was the perfect one to use it on. And I can't look for comments quite yet. All right, this, hold your breath, guys. Hopefully I can get this. I think I'm a little low. Not too bad. Okay. Now, again, with the candle flame, then the seaside. So you could do any fun color you wanted. But I thought, I'm always, oh shoot. Ah, see what I just did? All right, let's clean that. Darn. All right, we're gonna have to do that again. All right, so yeah, I'm in need of masculine cards right now. Although I haven't even given Colin his card yet, or Trevor. Damon is the only one that got their cards. And March the 2nd is my nephew Chad's birthday. So, but I wanted to make sure I had all my videos done with the cards before I handed them out. I didn't want to be like, oh, here's your birthday card. Oh, by the way, can I have it back so I can use it for a video? One of my lives. So I thought, well, they won't mind waiting a few days to get their card from Auntie Marcy. Damon's card is so fun, and it is Thursday's video next week, March the 4th. I'm not going to bother pulling up that piece of scrap. I just stamped that right on my grid sheet here so that I didn't go and mess up. And we are going to do this technique on all of these stamps that we're using, the two sentiment ones. So the outside, and just by turning it, I am making sure that I've got a good amount of ink on that image. All right, looking to make sure that you are in camera view there, holding it for a moment for that ink to transfer. And there we have our fun line of candles. Yes, so that way, Carol, you're in more control over that image. And my marker, because I had used it for flicking, there's ink in the lid, so I've got it everywhere. Okay, so now we are going to do the news flash. So this one here. So what I'm doing is we're going to take the lighter first, the seaside, and we're going to color the entire stamp with it on the side so we're not doing damage to it. And I'm not really turning it because too awful much, because it's all the same color at this point in time. Okay, so because this is a small area, the way we are going to get the kind of ombre look is we're going to take, and this is called pouncing. So I'm going to take my, again, the brush tip, and I am going to I'll start at the bottom here. I'm just going to take it and tap it or pounce it across the bottom of those letters, come up to the next row, and it's not even or anything like that. It's just adding that little bit of color to the bottom. So you're just doing exactly what it says, pouncing. Just tap, 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 tap all the way across. And then this one. These are bigger letters, so you can go a smidge higher. I did this in a video, oh goodness, a while ago. All right, and then this layer here, and you have to be careful that you don't hit the top of the row below you. Like I said, it's a little piddly, a little persnickety, but you know, it's a fun, easy technique. All right, so there we've gone all through there, and so now we are going to do this top part. It's an easy, fun technique to add interest to your projects. And it's a finer way to do it than with, I've got a hair on here. I can see it as I'm pouncing. There we go. Hopefully it's not added. All right. So that is that part done. You can see that we've got that all over. Breathe on that to moisten it. And let's hope that I can stamp this straight. And you're going to hold that for a moment for that ink to transfer. And there we have that. Isn't that so cool? Amy, I'm not sure what I call this, what this fun fold is. It was Elisa Tilsner, like I said, from Australia. So if you were to search out her video on YouTube to see what it was that she called it, just a fun fold to me. I don't know what else, but it is. Okay, there's some fuzzies, so. All right. So now we're going to do the exact same thing with our happy birthday. You wouldn't do like a ton of these. If you were doing like a swap or something like that where you're doing 20 cards, you would definitely not use this technique because it does take a few moments more, but not really too awful bad at all. And to me, oh, so worth it to have this fun look. You could do this with a flower stamp set and a couple different, like 2 or 3 colors, you know, for the different areas. You would just be cleaning in between each. Now I'm trying to make sure that my line across is basically the same, so it looks kind of even. All right, let's have a looky. I think that looks pretty good. So breathe on that, and this is my insert piece. So right in the center, hope that it's straight. And if it's not, oh well. So there we have our very fun happy birthday. Now let's ink up these candles one more time to do the other side. All right. So we have a fun candle on the inside of the card as well. Whoop. Sending it all the way across the table there. And then our flames. Breathing on it to moisten that ink back up, straighten that out so that we can stamp right at the bottom corner. And there we have those fun candles down there as well. Okay, so bring this in. Because this is so thin, you don't want to put your adhesive. Liquid glue is your friend. You don't want to put your adhesive on this. You've actually got, you can see the indentation that the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine made when it was die cutting that circle out. So that gives you the idea of where to contain your glue in that area there so that you're not getting glue gushing out everywhere. Okay, and you don't need a ton of it either. You can see I don't have a whole lot on there. So now you're just going to take your window frame here, circle, and stick that on, give it a smidgen to adjust it, and there we have that part. Okay, so now let's take this layer here and we're going to adhere this layer together. Oh, I just love this. Look, these colors together. And circles on the inside are totally not uber feminine, so you can absolutely call this a masculine card. So because this is scored at 4 1/8, so that means the center panel is 4 inches by 5.5 wide. So my Night of Navy is 3 7/8 by 5 3/8, and then my basic white is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so now to get your circle here, to get that so that it is not glued in the wrong spot, like over like that, what you're going to do is you're going to take your liquid adhesive, not too much again, make sure you've got enough area there for your hand to grab it, fold your card over, and go straight down in there and give it a press. Lift that up and ta-da! It is perfect. See? You have a perfectly aligned image below underneath your window here. Awesome. All right. So next we are going to take, I know this was last year's sign up special, and we don't have it anymore, but it is so perfect to use for these little things that we need to cut down. So this is just a scrap piece of basic white cardstock that I am going to just keep snipping till I get it the size I want it. And when I've got my lines are way, is that straight or crooked? Oh, that's a little crooked because I am reaching. There we go, I hope. I hope. Oh, you know what? I didn't need to have that on there. This can be cut off. I forgot about that, so boom. We don't need this after all that work. So now let's get this trimmed. Make sure I'm sort of kind of straight. And I need just a hair more off this. And it is easier to do, guys, when you don't have your phone camera in front of you and you're not reaching. All right, that is still a hair crooked, and that's going to bug me. So there, I think that is better. Okay. Scooch all that. Now, I couldn't add bling because I want to keep it masculine, but I can add a little bit of the twine, and this is from the, oh my, can somebody help me out here? What is this called? The Well Suited, from the Well Suited. So it's basic gray and night of navy, and I'm just looking to make sure. I want, if you're not sure, I want it to go this way. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay it down like that. So that way it reminds me when I flip it over that this is the way I want my loops to go. So it's not a fussy, fancy bow. It is just like that. Just a bit of a loopy bow, and a guy can have that, can't he? My guys would never complain about sequins or anything like that on their cards, but some people, some men might, so we want to keep it fairly simple. All right, flip that over, and that's good. So take my snips and snip that tail off. Okay, so now some dimensionals. That out of our way. 1, 2, and let's snip these edges, and we'll go one here, whoop, one there, and one there. All right. And then about there, don't press yet. Lift it up to make sure you're kind of sort of straight. And I know the blue is not really that awful noticeable, but it's noticeable enough, and I like it. So, how long was that? Ooh, I've been on a little bit, but this was a little bit persnickety, like I said, so there we have it. What do you guys think? Do you like this fun fold? Will you try it? So easy, really. Super easy. Would it be a double fold? I'm not sure. All right, so hold please while we bring you. I'm just loosening first before, and flip you. And here I am. All right, come on. Ow. Tighten you up. Okay, so, and we are done. You're going to call it a tri-fold, Amy. Okay. Hello, Carol. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so it is a super cute and fun card. Take a look at that DSP. Just to try the circle, make sure that you are measuring, or unless you have a really, really good eye, to make sure that it is even. Thank you, Amy. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope I taught you guys all something new, even if it was the word snert. So that is all for me tonight. Now, I did send out another email today with a reminder about Sale-A-Bration, how we are at the final stages of it. 4 more days to earn free product like this, as well as final days to sign up and get those 5 free packages of the Designer Series paper. I would love for you to join my team. If you are not in Canada, I have friends all over the world. You can message me and I can point you to somebody who could help you out. I always say make sure it's somebody that you connect with, that somebody that aligns with what your values, your likes, your whatever. Somebody who's going to give you what you are looking for, that you're going to connect with. So anyhow, and my butterfly bouquet class, I've added another option of just the stamp set alone, because I realize some people might not want those dies, or they might not be in their budget. So that was earlier today's blog post, as well as a newsletter that went out. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. Hello, Chris from North Carolina. Yeah, so any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask. As well as my monthly class in the mails. Just want to remind you that I have paired up with my girlfriend Diana Gibbs, and once a month we do Zoom classes. Heather, hello, thank you. I'm glad you like my ideas. I really hope to inspire. That's why I do it. I love what I do. I have the best job in the world. I get to play with paper products and create all the time. And I love to share with everybody fun ideas, tricks, tips. It's so fabulous to be able to take what I've learned and pass it on to you guys to give you ideas and that, so that you are getting the most out of all of your paper products and finding new fun techniques and that. So yes. So anyway, Diana Gibbs and I do Over the Border. It is once a month classes. So if you are in the United States, you can sign up for our classes with her. And if you're in Canada, you can sign up with me. This coming Saturday is our Hey Birthday Chick class that I am so super excited for. So yeah. So anyhow, have a fabulous night, guys, and I will see you on Friday at 1 p.m. All right, bye for now.